Take some action. Listen, anytime you are pushing toward a God-given dream, I want you to know who you're going to be at war against. You may want to write this down. Number one, you're going to be at war with your flesh, the part of you that is comfortable where you are and the part that is afraid of change. That's your flesh. Pastor Edwin taught that real good teaching yesterday about that, last Sunday about the three-parte being, and I know he's taught it before, but it just reminded me, it's your flesh that's afraid to move when God says move. It's your flesh that loves the comfort zone. Because your spirit man wants to go on any adventure that God wants to go on. So the first person that you're going to fight is you're going to fight the flesh part of you that is comfortable where you are and is afraid of change. The second people the person you're going to be in war with is the person who loves you and doesn't want you to get hurt if you fail. The person that loves you and doesn't want you to get hurt if you fail. The well-meaning. I'll be honest with you. I have to work not to be number 2 for chasing football. I want Chase to stop playing football. I do. The whole idea of somebody hitting my baby. I keep reading about the NFL players when they get out. I'm like, do you want to dance? Do you want to do? I'm singing the Michael Jackson cap. What do you want to do? Will you stop playing football? But that's his dream. And I don't want to be a number 2 to him. I don't want to be a well-meaning person who uses my fear to put the lid on his dream. And some of you got some people who you love who put the lid on your dream. But some of you ought to apologize to some people because you put the lid on somebody's dream. Your love for them, you spoke to them about what they couldn't do because you didn't want them to make a mistake. But let me tell you something. There are some powerful lessons you learn in failure. There are some powerful lessons you learn in failure, so then failure really isn't failure. Failure is just a learning opportunity. There's some fortitude that you learn in failure. You really don't know what you made of till you fail. The truth of it is that a team that wins all the time really don't know what they, listen, last year when Kennedy was playing on that team and they was blowing everybody out, I said to Edwin, the only problem with that is that if they ever meet a team that can play defense, they not going to know what to do. The truth of it is that you learn just as much in pressure and adversity as you do in victory. And so the very first time that Kennedy and them got a team that was as good as they were, they lost. Now, they could have beat the team. The problem is that none of the other teams had put any pressure on them. There is pressure that you need so you will know what's on the inside of you. The third person that you're going to encounter is the people who want to stop you because they know they will lose you in the transition. I ain't going to call them haters because that may not be their status. But the truth of it is that they don't want you to go to the next level because things will change for them if you do. Because if you ever got your money thinking right about money, you still wouldn't be paying Ray bills. So they don't really want you to break through in that area right there. They just want you to get enough freedom, enough prosperity so that you have more money to help them. They don't really want you to get a spouse because then you wouldn't be free on Friday night to hang with them. They love you. It's not that they don't love you. It's that they understand that your transition, or they at least view their transition as a loss for them. As a loss for them. Number 4, you got a war with the haters. Everybody got haters. But in truth, some of you, what you think is haters, they not haters. You ain't even got the haters. The biggest hater you got is yourself because you won't get out your own way. So haters are just a part of it. Martin Luther King had haters. Oprah got haters. Jesus had haters. King David had haters. Everybody in the Bible had haters. You go have somebody who is against the God dream that God is giving you. You go have somebody that's going to tell you why it won't work. They just hating on it. They just go tell you why. Ain't nobody never done that before. That's why I'm going to be first. And then number 5, you are going to war against the enemy who wants to keep you contained. Because if you break free, you will touch more people. So, here's the thing. If you master the war against your flesh, it's easier to deal with your other enemies. See, because here's the deal, is that until you master and discipline the part of you that's afraid to leave your comfort zone, then the people who don't want you to get hurt and the people who don't want to lose out will always be able to talk you into staying. And the fact that you hate comfort, being out of your comfort zone, the enemy will always be an easy mark for you. It won't take very much.